bubble. That's my impression of the bong.
Bubble,
Bubble's
swirl,
good.
and double.
Oh, it is that. It is that. Eric, wow, that was actually pretty good.
Hang on, I could do better.
Okay, do better. That's cheating.
Yeah, you used water.
It's a water pipe.
You've
It's
got
Sunday.
natural water in your mouth, homie.
The Sundazed podcast.
We're
Another
back, homies.
Sunday.
Last
Another
week-
glorious morning.
Last week was a little different. Hope y'all enjoyed the Cretan family. That was
Cretan
a lot of
family.
fun having everybody on. And now we're getting back to farts and cum and poop jokes.
How it
So,
should be.
back
I mean,
to the.
We know you missed it.
We're
We
taking
coulda-
it back to the old school,
we could have
folks.
still did all that stuff. It just-
Yeah, but you know, they were interesting guests though, to the point where we didn't need to bring up vomit,
Yeah.
cum, or shit. Like we didn't have to do that because they were really cool, and they seem to really love you. So
Yeah.
I don't know
it got a little
what
weird.
you're
It got a
doing.
little uncomfortable. I didn't like
Eric's
it.
got a little fan club.
Eric's
I
like,
did
I
not
don't like
like
people
the
knowing
attention.
me
Eric
that
just-
well.
Eric just sat there the whole time.
Yeah,
pretty
because I'm
much.
used to being
I think
shit
Eric
on.
said 5 sentences the whole pod.
Nah, I said more than that.
Take a
but-
shot every time you hear Eric talk that episode. You
Go
don't
back,
know how
rewatch
fucked
it.
up you get.
You're not going to get very fucked up.
What am I
You're
supposed to
not,
say
yeah.
when everyone's swooning and fangirling about me the entire time? You just sit back and take it.
So sorry, Jesus. Anyway.
Yeah.
So on my list this month, because it's spooky month, and to me, I have to watch some movies like during this time. Like I just have to. I can't explain it. So I think next on my list is going to be Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice
because-
is great.
All right, that's it. That was it. We got the 2 in there. That's it. No more. That's it. So, yeah, that's one of my all-time favorite movies. I have a tattoo of that movie right here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Love a
It
good
says-
DJ.
Yeah,
Did
we
you say
do.
BJ?
Well, yeah.
I don't know how. Okay.
Beetlejuice.
Oh, thank you. No feet. No feet.
No feet.
I've
Yo,
started making up a similar list of scary video games I'm planning on playing in October.
Oh, like Visage?
Interesting.
actually, that's
What's
one of the ones I wanna get.
What's Visage?
If you know what Silent
Am I
Hill
saying
is,
that
it kinda
correctly?
looks like Silent Hill. It's Visage,
Mm-mm.
like
Gina?
It's a-
Gina.
It's a like a horror video game. I mean, I haven't played
Whore?
it myself. A horror
A horror.
video game.
Mouse.
I'm good on that.
I haven't played it either yet.
Oh,
but
so
it
shit.
looks scary.
Yeah. I've thought about downloading it, but I'm also a little bitch when it comes to that shit. So,
Oh
makes
my
me
god, I
not
would
wanna
love to
it.
play it with you guys. I want to see
Yeah,
Michael's
I
little
love it.
bitch
If I was with a group
reactions.
of people, with a group of people, I would have a lot of fun doing it. But by myself is when I would start. I'd start freaking myself out.
Oh man, that's
You know
the
what scary
best.
movie I saw recently that's like a classic that I've never seen before? Have you guys
Oh.
seen Hellraiser?
Not since.
No,
I
just the
was-
very first Hellraiser. Have you seen it?
No.
I think I saw it in college like once, but I don't really remember it.
I have not seen
Here,
it.
here are my views on Hellraiser, real quick.
All right, let's get into it. I like it.
I think that the idea and the concept is there, but because it was like 80s, 90s,
And today.
it's just like the production was god awful. Like it was just so bad to where I was like, I don't believe this. Yeah, but I'm so glad that it's actually being remade right now, and it's going to be released next month, I think, on Hulu. So I'm actually really excited to see what they do with the story and how they make it creepy. Because the first movie, it's a lot of like you would have to imagine it being like that because the graphics were so bad. It was just,
Gotcha.
but the
It's kinda
emotion
like when
was
you
there.
go. I mean, if you go and watch like the original like Friday the 13th and Halloween, it's not like it's like holy shit, this
I
is the
disagree
best
with that.
production I've ever seen.
Oh.
Like that's all I'm saying. Like no, I agree that it's better
Right.
than Hellraiser's quality. I'm more or less going on your word with that because I don't really remember it much. But
I'm sure that I'm gonna get a lot of shit about this just because there's so many Hellraiser fans. But like the way that the hooks would go into the skin, it looked fake as fuck. I was like, I can't do this. I've been spoiled by, all of the great stuff of today. It's just so bad. Like the quality is so
Yeah.
bad, I couldn't get into it.
I do enjoy.
But anyway, I'm
like,
excited for new Hellraiser.
I'd be down to check it out. I do enjoy like all those movies that I just mentioned, but I'm just saying from a production standpoint, when you watch them now versus something that's more recent, it's like it's a little hard to watch sometimes, just because you're just like, oh man, like I'm kind of taken out of it. I'm sure at the time
that's
in
exactly
the
what
theaters,
it was.
everybody lost their
Yeah.
fucking shit. Like,
Exactly.
but
Right, exactly. Like that's what I'm saying. Like the idea is there. It's just the execution was god awful, and it was only because of the era.
But at the time, they were I was going to say at the time it was probably really good. You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly. And that's why I'm like, okay, well, the remake will be better. Like it will be better because we can actually make that shit look real. So
I mean, Rob Zombie's Halloween was pretty solid.
that one is way too scary for me. I can't do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My mom
You
can't
guys
watch the
are
original
wimps.
Halloween at all.
Why? That's a good
She
one.
said it's too freaky. Said it freaks her out.
Oh,
And I'm
I
like,
get
that's
it.
weird to me. But just because of like the corniness of it, because we're so spoiled now. But
it is pretty corny. That's
yeah.
also why I kind of like it.
I mean, I think there's an element of that to like most scary movies, especially a slasher type of flick like those are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. What are your views on it, Cassandra? Coming
On
from
slasher movies?
or on like just Halloween movies in general, or scary movies in general, or yeah.
Yeah, I love like scary movies and shit. I talk a lot of talk though, and I'm like, yes, let's do this. And then I like the whole movie, I'm just like, this is so stupid and making fun of it. And then it comes to nighttime, sleepies, and I get really freaked out and I have to like keep the light on and like I just can't sleep because I'm just like thinking about the movie and like, oh no, there's something in my room, shit. But I do love them, and I have a list of 31 plus Halloween movies that I try and watch every day for the month of October.
Oh wow.
Some of them I'm like, I'm not my favorite. But it's a good list. It's a good list.
What was
Can we
today's?
get a little taste?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me pull it up here.
And I
Well,
want
I've
to
been
know
doing
what
it for
is the one
about
they put on Halloween. What's that one?
Oh, well, I don't know if do you have it like every day is going to be that day, or do you just have random?
I
you're just I'm
don't like
picking this
assign it by day
Oh.
necessarily.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Because I am like I love eating dessert first. So I go for the best ones first. And then I'm like, okay, what haven't we watched yet? What do I and I'll say this though,
Exactly.
I have favorites, so I'm probably watching them on the 1st and the 31st. One of which is of course Hocus Pocus. I'll
Hell
watch
yeah.
that pretty much every day. But some that are a little more deep cut, if you will. Teen Witch, that's a great one that I love. Practical Magic,
Oh.
and I'm trying to see One that I like, it's a throwback for me. Double Double Toil and Trouble. It's a Mary-Kate and Ashley movie from back in the day. So
Yeah.
nostalgic. It's so goofy and weird. It's the strangest fucking movie.
Yes.
Yeah, so but then of course, Edward Scissorhands, Halloween, Donnie Darko's on there,
That's a
BJ,
good one.
Coraline, just
Coraline's a
Adam's
great one.
Family.
I haven't heard A
there's so
Nightmare
many.
Before Christmas yet.
Oh, it's
Is that
on
on-
there.
Yeah.
It's definitely on there.
For me, I watch that during Christmas.
I
don't
watch
watch
it
that at
both.
Halloween.
It's a double feature. You know what I mean?
Like
You
Harry
can do
Potter.
It either time.
Yeah.
True. No, I always start Harry Potter and I finish it usually by the end of October.
Okay.
I got
Okay.
that's just something I like to do. Let's
That's
see.
pretty good. That's pretty good.
You mentioned Coraline. I fucking love that movie. I think
It's so
Coraline
creepy
is
and so good.
Yeah, it's so creepy
Yeah.
and so well done.
Underrated.
Yes.
Agreed.
It is. Did you guys read the book?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
We read it in school like 2 years before the movie came out. We read it as they were like announcing that there was going to be a movie, and we all got really pissed off because we were like, we want to watch the movie instead of read the fucking book. But but we read it as a class, and it was like everyone's favorite story, and
Mhm.
including me. I
Mhm.
loved that movie. Or I'm sorry, that
Absolutely.
story. The book. It was a great book, and the movie is almost identical. They're almost there.
Is the book more like a children's book type of style, or
Yeah.
is it like a chapter book?
It's a chapter book, but it's for young adults. Like
Okay,
I think we read it in 8th grade,
all right, that makes sense. All right.
7th grade. It was definitely
I
middle
was
school.
Yeah, I was also
Yeah.
curious because at a certain age, I feel like that story can be very freaky for like little kids.
Oh no!
But by
yeah.
like 8th grade,
Oh
my God, yeah.
you know what's up. So
Mhm.
Your
Yeah.
other mother. I mean,
yeah, that
Yeah.
shit.
unbelievably creepy. Just
Yeah,
so
I would
creepy.
actually. I'd almost want to at least like read some of the descriptions that they have. You know what I mean?
Well, it's a really quick book, Michael. It's not like it's a full novel, but
I know. I just don't read, Jess.
oh, well, okay. Well, I was gonna say, well, as an
won't
adult,
do
it'll
it.
take you like no more than a week to finish it. But, I mean, okay, listeners out there, if you haven't read Coraline, just fucking do it. I don't care how old you are, just do it. It's so good.
And it's a really good movie too. Watch the movie too.
And that too. Yeah,
The
that
movie
one
and
is
book are
super
almost
underrated,
identical,
Eric.
so you could probably just watch the movie.
That's true.
I mean,
That
I
was
wouldn't,
said.
but
I would.
yeah,
It's
I
a good
guess.
movie.
It was creepier
It's a
to
great
read.
movie. It is a pretty creepy
Sorry,
movie.
excuse me.
The way they do the animation.
Yeah.
Can I ask you guys a question?
So good.
When
Sure.
you guys were kids, did your school do stuff for Halloween? When I was a kid, like we did a lot of festive shit when like on Halloween. Like we didn't really do school. It was just fun Halloween stuff. So, did you guys get to do that? Cuz I know they don't really do that now.
It's like a-
Elementary school, absolutely. Like we did, like we would trick or treat to like each classroom in like our costumes and shit. When I was in elementary school. Now, once we got into middle school and high school, it was very much just another day for the most part. Like maybe you could like pay $1 to whatever donation they're gonna give it to, and you could wear your costume or something. But yeah, it wasn't a whole thing.
I
Oh,
think
bummer.
our school did stuff all the way up through middle school. Like middle school was like kind of half day, and then second half would be like, well, it wouldn't even be the second half. I guess it'd be like the last hour would be like a party,
Yeah.
Halloween party.
Okay. So it wasn't
Yeah,
just
we
me.
did like full Halloween. Well, we did like parties for every holiday. Like I remember having like a Valentine's party and like
Oh, that's cool.
definitely Halloween. Like you would dress up. There would be like little activities like the blindfolded, and then you stick your hand in spaghetti and it's like, oh, it's brains. We would do shit like that. We would do like crafts. Like I remember making Halloween sweatshirts one time with like fucking paint back when you used to paint on fabric, and that was like such a 90s thing,
Oh.
early 2000s. And yeah, we like made like we got to decorate like a sweatshirt with like Halloween themes or whatever. Yeah, it was cool. We did a lot
Oh,
of that
that
shit.
is-
And then
that's a lot
same
cooler.
like Eric, we had like in I guess like junior high as we called it. It was more like yeah, the last hour of the day was like okay, we're going to watch a spookier movie. It couldn't be like R-rated, of course, but like
Right,
you know,
right.
a kiddish friendly movie that's Halloween themed and maybe there's pizza or something.
We might have done like a middle school dance or something on Halloween, but I can't
That's
remember
way
for
more than
sure.
what we did.
But I'm saying like that was after school.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
it
wow.
was never in school, like during school. You know what I mean? And you had to pay to go.
Oh, so y'all were fucking.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely fucking in 6th grade.
In the cornfields.
Yuck.
Where else you gonna do it? You know?
Middle school for me
when I
started
was-
in 7th grade.
Wait,
It
what?
was 6th, 7th, and 8th grade for me. It was middle school.
7th
same.
and 8th.
Well, for me, it was 6, 7, 8.
Well, you guys are
Sandra?
It was, I guess, I don't know. I never knew.
Did you go to? Were you still at the elementary school in 6th grade?
Well, it was a K through 8 school that I went to. It's private school.
So you didn't have middle school.
I didn't have middle school. It was like K through 6, and then it was called junior high, and it was literally like the hallway literally went from like linoleum to carpet, and that's how you knew like these are the 7th and 8th graders' lockers, bitch. Don't fucking cross this.
Don't you come across this goddamn
Oh.
I had
Well,
Yeah.
we.
2 middle schools,
You had 2 middle schools?
5th and 6th, and then 7th, 8th.
What?
What?
5th grade is not middle school. Ollie. Nobody does that.
I've heard that
Was-
before.
In a separate building with 6th graders.
Yeah, I don't know about that, dog.
I swear it's
I don't know
true.
about that, dog.
It's for reals.
No, you're lying. You're fucking lying.
You're a fucking liar.
That wasn't my experience, so it can't be yours.
That's right. Guys, we have some news.
Oh
I
my
knew it.
god.
Cassandra's pregnant.
No.
Oh my god.
0
That's
shot.
why I hate when you say it like that.
I know, right?
Because
'Cause
that's
people just
everyone's
assume.
stupid fucking response.
Yeah, it's so
You know
dumb.
what? What if Michael's pregnant? Okay.
Yeah, what if
How
I'm
about
pregnant?
that?
Yeah.
You know? Fuck.
Well,
I inverted my
Okay.
penis, and now my balls are ovaries. All right.
Michael's already told me that he
I don't
can't
think
have
it works
children.
like that.
Yes, it is. That's science, Jess.
Okay. So what's the news? Are you guys getting a dog?
No. We.
See, you make it seem like a big fucking
I know.
deal.
I'm making it a bigger deal than it
I
is.
knew it was gonna go down like this.
This will be my last night
Yeah.
of drinking for a month.
That's why I'm guzzling.
Wait,
So
what?
cheers.
We're doing an early sober October
That's right.
starting tomorrow.
That's right.
And on October
Uh,
22nd, a month from tomorrow, Michael's throwing down at your mom's house another show,
Oh.
and we gonna ball out.
That's right. We're gonna get
Oh.
drunk.
And then we'll have like the week of Halloween and all that shit.
Are you gonna stop smoking too?
No.
Okay.
Hell no.
no.
Yeah. Then I don't give a fuck if you stop drinking. Yeah. Okay. There you go.
It's gonna be a bad
That's right.
idea.
That's
You're
right.
gonna quit drinking, and you're gonna get your tolerance down, and then you're gonna show up at your show, have
And I'm
one
gonna get
drink.
fucking
Yeah,
hammered.
He's gonna
one
fucking
beer.
Just
And-
bomb the whole fucking thing.
Oh god. Nah, I probably
Well-
won't have a drink until I get up on stage because
yeah,
of that
that's
reason.
true. Usually, that's how it goes.
Okay. Well, enjoy losing all the weight because fuck you.
We'll see.
I'm more interested in what my like my cognitive shit, like what goes on in there. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I lose a lot of
How much do you drink?
I typically have anywhere between 3 to 5 whiskeys a night, and sometimes those are doubles.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it'll be nice having a memory again. I'll say
Yeah.
that.
So yeah, cheers. If y'all want to join, you can, but I understand why you wouldn't.
No, I mean, I feel like you guys could do like a compromise and just drink 2 to 3 days out of the week.
That's
Just
about where I'm at
weekends.
now. Like, I don't drink every night, but when I do drink, I go fucking hard, and it's just a little goofy, I think. So I'm just gonna chill, you know?
Yeah, pump the brakes.
Okay,
tea
well,
break.
I feel like most people would be like, yeah, but to me, I'm thinking, oh my god, ugh.
I know,
No,
me too.
Trust me.
Are we still friends?
Yeah.
I almost said I'm not doing that. I'm actually not gonna do that, and I know I said I would, but I don't want to.
I thought long and hard today about whether or not I wanted to. But
It's a good challenge. Like, I need to
Exactly.
It
challenge
is a good
myself,
challenge.
and I think it'll help in other areas, and
yeah, I'm curious to see what it does for me creatively. I think it'll
Life
help.
is already a challenge. Why do you need to add another challenge? You're
Eric, I
adding.
couldn't
You're
agree
taking
more.
away
Good.
the solution to the challenge. You're taking
No,
away
it's
alcohol.
not the solution.
It's
Eric,
a
I'm not
Band-Aid.
taking away the solution. I'm not taking away the solution. All right, this is the solution.
It's
All right,
Deanne's
well,
word.
It's
Definitely not.
it's another
It's a
solution.
choice.
The second solution
Wow.
to be used
It
in
just
So
combination
what's
with
the plan?
first
Going cold
solution.
turkey?
Of course.
what's the other way?
Yeah.
They got alcohol patches out there.
No, oh, they should, but no, I just mean like
Just an
are
IV
you-
you can hook up and just slowly.
Are you?
fucking-
Have you eased yourself off?
No.
Well, like I said, I don't drink that much, so I don't know. I'm kind of excited because I feel like it'll just be something I can accomplish, and like be like, I did that. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And just prove
Yeah.
to myself that
Yeah.
maybe I'm not an alcoholic.
Yeah. There's a little bit of that, but I also feel like I know I'm not an alcoholic because I don't like crave it. For me, it's more habitual. Like it's just like every night.
Do you know what a habit? You said habitual. That is literally habit.
But and I
It's
think
different
there's
than addiction,
there's
though.
degrees of like alcoholism as well. And
Agreed.
so I think that there's this norm in our society that like, oh, you're having a bad day, just throw one back. It's fine. Like we almost use it as such a crutch as like a group, as a community, like
Mhm.
yeah,
that's what
Yeah.
our society does. It's like, oh, have a drink, like take the edge off. Oh, have a drink before, a first date. Have a drink, before, a job interview or
oh
whatever.
wait, what?
Well, or just like a little shot or whatever. Like
Just to take the edge off, Jess. Just to take the edge off.
I'm just saying, people say that, okay? It's a very normal thing to be like, hey, let's grab a drink. Like that's just such an easy thing for us to do as a society.
Mhm.
So I think that being able to, I don't know, maybe recognize that and realize that maybe that's not like the healthiest relationship to have with alcohol. Like it shouldn't be a way like to just distract you from your problems, instead of just facing them, or a way to like numb you from feeling shit, or even though it's
Mhm.
easy to do and it's really fun and it's it's
But isn't
easier
that-
to do it that
Isn't
way.
that what life is? Just finding distractions away from the bullshit of every day.
It can be if you want, but I'm trying to walk a different path, see what else is out there, see what might work a little better for me.
Maybe I switch alcohol out for heroin. Maybe it'll be a better fit.
Maybe I try meth. I don't know what I'll find
I'm
along
just
this new
saying.
path. Okay.
You gotta try it to know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And not
Um,
doing it is not trying it.
For me, I'll say
You gotta be doing it.
you got. Wait, what?
That actually makes a lot of sense.
I was
Damn you,
gonna
Eric.
say that for me, I don't feel like I don't drink to get drunk. Like I just drink a little bit every night, and then I'm like, all right, cool. Like even when we go out, like 'cause
Fucking Don Draper over here.
Yeah, wait, what?
I don't drink to get drunk. Like, even Cassandra can vouch for me. Like, when we go out and shit, very rarely do I get drunk. Very rarely.
Well, then why drink at all?
See,
Because
that's what I'm
it
saying.
still, like, takes the edge off. Like, you know, like, I still get a buzz. I'm not.
I was gonna say
fucking,
you
like,
can use
just
that same
sober.
argument with a cigarette. Well, I'm just taking the edge off.
I also
only
smoke
it
cigarettes.
a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I know.
you're
I
right.
saw that yesterday, and I wanted to say something, but I couldn't because your buddies
Cassandra's
also
been
smoke
smoking
cigarettes.
If you see something, say something.
That's right.
You're
We
right.
all know the code.
And
Eric,
Cassandra's
stop
been
it.
smoking
Yeah,
cigarettes
yeah.
too.
I'm a
so,
spliff guy now.
Too far
Cassandra,
gone.
stab it.
I
Michael, stab
won't.
it.
I haven't gotten a pack of cigarettes. I've just gotten rolling tobacco, so that's better.
I've
And I do mostly
gotten a lot of
spliffs.
packs.
I smoke maybe 1 or 2 actual, just like straight tobacco cigs a day. Like, it's definitely not.
You know,
It's
they're
usually a
not
spliff.
that bad.
It's not for me.
I don't know
Yes,
what
they
the
are,
bad.
Eric.
difference is.
Stop.
They're not that bad.
It's just.
Plus,
it's
they make
cool.
you look cool.
You're so cool.
Look, my lungs are fine. I can't see them. Who cares?
I'm still
I'm
breathing.
smoking other
it's
stuff
fine.
anyway.
Breathing, home.
Yeah, you're
I mean,
breathing
I
the
get-
air outside.
cocaine,
That's
some crack.
filthier than any cigarette you can smoke. The air
That's not
outside.
true.
Psh, have
You
you been
know,
outside lately?
Probably depends on where you live,
filthy.
actually.
Filthy.
It probably depends on where you live.
I
I've
would
been
not
You know,
set
the
smoking-
foot
air is
outside.
actually dirtier than
Ew.
dog's mouth.
How long have you been smoking weed?
Oh, where we go.
11 years.
I've been smoking for 10 years. 11 years.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
that's it?
Mm-hmm.
I would
And
say maybe, 15.
16 was the first time I smoked, but I don't think I got high until I was like 17.
All right, are we talking first time you smoked or when we started smoking
like,
regularly?
when did you start smoking?
Like
I've
regularly?
been smoking for 10 years, yeah. And I feel like the only thing that's been bad is maybe my my vocals I think have dropped significantly. I haven't really seen any like I know, right? I cough a lot just because, although that might be allergies too. But I haven't seen any wrinkles, no wrinkles around my mouth or anything like that. But cigarettes age you.
Are you talking about cigarettes specifically then?
No,
Or just-
marijuana.
Okay. Sorry.
Have
well,
you
said
noticed any
cigarettes.
like have you noticed any changes, or do you think like
I mean, I'm
was
30
I always
years
destined?
old now. There's definitely some changes that have happened since I was 18.
You know what I fucking mean.
His
I
balls
really
dropped.
don't. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
the
figure out
balls-
what we're talking
balls
about.
finally dropped.
Are we talking
It
about
took-
weed
it
or are we
took-
talking about cigarettes?
I think we're talking about weed.
I support
And
it.
in my head, I'm also comparing like if I was smoking cigarettes for 10 years, I don't think I would look like this.
Well, I haven't
Do
been
you-
smoking
do you
cigarettes the
know?
entire. It's been longer than 10 years, but the entire time.
Eric, that's why you're so skinny.
No, that's all the crack he smokes.
That too.
That is true. It does curb the appetite because, yeah, it's easier not to eat, even though I still eat a ton. But yeah, it definitely helps to hold off.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I'm also smoking spliffs, so it's like counteracting because the weed is like, eat, bitch, eat. And the tobacco's like, just chill, smoke another tobacco
No.
cigarette. And I'm like, weed
And then you
tastes so
gotta-
much better.
You gotta smoke a whole one, like a whole joint, followed by a straight cigarette.
Ugh,
Oh,
no, that's too much. Too much.
I
I've been
tried
smoking
these new
cigars.
cigarettes
I enjoy
the
it.
other day. The organic American Spirits, garbage, trash. They're the worst
Yeah.
thing I've ever smoked.
Really?
Used toilet paper,
Wow.
probably.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Like,
what
they're
makes
not
it
even the same-
organic?
Organic tobacco.
Yeah, what makes
So
it
whatever-
organic?
Whatever you got to do to get the organic label, that's what they did.
Okay.
Fair enough. You know, it's hard to know that world.
They just check the box. Do you use pesticides? Nope.
No.
Cool, you organic.
We're not sending anybody out to check for sure.
Yeah. No
Charge
test required.
Charge an extra $3 for it.
We trust your check mark.
But they also have a different filter. It's a carbon filter.
What does that mean?
I don't know. But it had like two sections of the filter. You could break off the end of the filter, and it had like weird, like carbon looking patches in it. It was weird. I didn't like it.
I don't know what any of that means.
Me either.
Nobody
Maybe
knows what it
shouldn't
means,
smoke
but
it.
it's provocative.
You just got your
Oh.
little lunch pail over here.
It's
Aw.
lunchtime.
Lunch pail kids.
It's lunchtime! No, it's time for another beer.
Oh.
All right, well, light banter.
Oh, what's the skit? You cannot cancel lunch.
Oh yeah.
You gotta eat
You gotta eat. Good one, Eric. That is so funny.
Oh god. I love that show.
Did you guys like my video about the people with the car beeps?
Oh
car
yeah,
beeps?
I had already seen that, but it's
Oh,
funny to
you
watch
had?
every
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
I've
don't know
been
if I
putting it
watched it
on
yet.
every time I need a little something to like get me through my day. It is so funny because that Asian
Why
The
are you
Asian
why are you
guy-
locking it? You're going in
Yeah,
or you're going
yeah.
out.
and he's like and then he like kicks his foot up on the car. I was like, that's so fucking funny.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one.
Oh god. Oh, it's perfect.
So damn it. I had something,
Yep.
I lost it. I lost it.
Okay.
So I don't know if New Year's is gonna work for Denver.
Wow.
Wow. Why do you
counting
say
it out.
that?
Because it's, I don't know, it's kind of pricey.
Just
It's
wait
pricey?
another month or two.
All right.
That's all I'm saying. Just give it another month or two and we'll see what's up.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
here's what we'll do.
You know.
You're going to
Um,
be in Chicago, right, Jess? I'll drive to Chicago, and then we can drive there
What?
and save on a
I'm
plane
not-
ticket.
I am not driving to
She's not
Colorado,
driving to Chicago.
nor am I driving to Chicago.
No, don't drive to Chicago, but you're already going to be in Chicago, right? You're flying out of Chicago to Denver?
Yes, but I do not have a vehicle.
I do.
I don't want to drive to. I don't want to drive to Colorado. I don't want to. Don't make me do it.
Come on, Jess.
I'll drive
No,
the entire time.
no.
It's not that far. It's not that far.
Mm-mm. That's gonna be a no from me, dog.
All right.
I'll fly there.
Oh, don't
I
wanna
said
drive
I'd fly
alone.
there. I'm gonna fly there.
I want to get away.
You know what
Exactly,
band
let
I
it crack.
realize is not that bad?
Who?
Oh God, who?
I swear to God.
Yeah. Yeah, who?
There's a couple
Who?
of bands going through my fucking head right now.
I know.
If you name any of them, I'm fucking out, homie.
Who?
I feel like you know who I'm gonna say.
You're gonna say the
don't.
Ramones, aren't you? You're
No,
gonna
no.
say the.
Look, he's allowed to say the Ramones at this point. I'll let
Okay.
it slide.
Who? Are you gonna say Lenny Kravitz?
I was gonna say Nickelback.
Oh
Eric.
no! How? No. Yes.
They're
Play
a
that again.
knockoff Nirvana. They're like the worst form of Nirvana you could imagine, dude.
No.
Like,
How
what?
dare you even
They're-
put them in the
Fuck outta
same
here.
category? Get out.
Their songs that aren't on the radio kind of go hard.
Still bad.
okay.
Eric likes
Okay.
Nickelback.
I didn't say I like them. I said they're not that bad.
Classic. Not even surprised.
That's how it starts, Eric. That's how it starts.
Exactly.
It starts with, "Oh, that's not that bad," and next thing you know, you're just fucking cruising
Hey!
down
Hey, little
fucking
girl.
lane, listening to fucking
You big
Kryptonite by Three Doors Down because it's basically the same band,
It's not.
and you're
No,
just that
like-
guy. You're just Dad Rock Eric. You like the you
Actual
play the
Nickelback
Ramones
is
and you
like-
listen
Some
to
dad
Nickelback.
rock isn't bad.
Their radio songs are dad rock. Their album songs are heavier, way heavier, and darker.
You big Hoobastank guy.
Mhm.
Next thing you know, Eric's got a whole album out where he's just, well, not really an album, but it's like 4 different versions of "This Is How You Remind Me."
No, you're missing what I'm saying.
Look at this
Non-radio songs.
graph.
All right, Eric. Silver Bullet is trash. All right, I'll give you a deep cut. That's a deep cut. Trash song.
How do you know that, Michael?
Agreed.
My dad
The
listened
Long
to
Road.
Nickelback. All right,
Sure.
The Long Road.
It was my dad,
It's
okay?
gold.
My dad.
Dad Rock.
Follow You Home. Front to backer.
Look at this graph.
Look at this fucking cat. Have you seen
Look
that?
at this, look at this. Look at this, look at this, look at this.
Yes. This is the shit I live for. Just like, you know, how there's a 4-minute video of Trump just saying China. China, 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 China,
China.
China, China. Oh my god.
China,
it's so
China.
funny.
China.
Yeah. Oh god. Okay. I needed that. Thank you. It truly has.
He knows it's bad timing, but I also need a refill.
Wow.
How dare you.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, goodbye. He likes Nickelback.
I'm gonna boo him as he exits. Fuck him. Fuck that. With you, look, guys, we do not stand by
I do
Eric's-
not stand by.
fucking. I'm saying all 4 of us because Cassandra doesn't like that shit. Like all 4 of us. The podcast doesn't stand by
We
the
don't
opinions
support him.
of one Eric Griggs on 90% of what he says, but specifically in this case, 100%.
Oh,
Yep.
who?
He's a good
The
guy,
stink.
but I think his
won a
music
Grammy for
taste
that.
is getting very bad.
He's old. Remember?
Yeah, well, that's true. That's what happens. Your ears start to go, and that's how it all falls apart. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Your nose.
Yeah,
keep
it's
growing.
unfortunate. You know, that's what happens when you get older. And,
that's right.
you know, yeah.
when you no longer can hear the the sound that makes you go, oh yes, like that's when you know it's over.
Oh yes, that's what I.
You
think.
know that sound. You know it every time. You're like, fuck, I don't know why I love this, but it sounds so fucking good.
Yeah, I
Hits you in your
know.
core, you know.
I hate that. No, I love it.
I love it. That's like what I live for.
Oh,
Jizz is
God.
right in his pants.
Yeah, I try.
Oh.
Is that what we're
Sometimes
talking
it
about?
happens.
Play it again. Play it again.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Wait, I'm ready. Okay, now go.
All right. Give me. Can you guys think of a moment in any track or song or whatever where you were like the first time you heard it, you're just like, yo, what the fuck? Like that's incredible. Like
Ooh, that is a good question.
I've got a couple off the top.
all right, let's
So-
hear 'em.
The beginning of the album Chuck by Sum 41. It's got their intro song. That perfectly goes into the next track. I don't know. It just did it for me. The
Okay.
intro into that. Still one of my favorites to this day. Intro into that track. And then the second to last song on the Lover's Requiem album by I Am Ghost. It's just like a total build up, and it's like the climax of the whole album story, and it's just the build up, and it just
I'm almost there.
Yeah, it just drops. It's like, oh,
Mm.
yeah. I might listen to that album tonight, actually.
Yeah, I don't know either of those off the top of my head.
Well,
But
you
I will
should.
check them out. I'll check them out. Do either of you two have one? Like just a track or a moment in a track where you're like, holy shit, like, yes.
I've got two of them. I'll go
You
quick.
got two? All right.
One was when I was in 5th grade, I was like obsessed with No Doubt and Gwen Stefani,
Yes.
like full blown obsession. You get it, you know.
Yes.
And the
Love
first time
her.
that I heard, I think it was either Sunday Morning or Spiderwebs by No Doubt, I was like, oh my god, boner. And then right after that, very, very quickly, right after that, my mom introduced me to Tina Turner, and she played Proud Mary for me on the way to school. And the second that it drops, oh my god, I had literal goosebumps, and that's when I was like, what is this? I need it. I have to have it. So that's, I think, the birth for me of like rock and roll, really. Yeah. True rock and roll.
Hell yeah.
So
Well, since we're all doing twos, I got two as well.
All right.
The first one, both of them I was definitely stoned. The first one was right after I had made weed brownies for the first time in high school, and it was at one of my friend's brother's apartment, and we like made the brownies there, and then we went, like, we wrapped them all up, and then we went like driving around town to like the park and started selling these fucking brownies. Like, we were texting people we knew, like, hey, we're gonna be in this
Nice.
park selling these weed brownies. So we're eating the brownies, we're selling the brownies, and my friend's driving, and we're all just high as shit off these brownies, and we're in the car driving down the road, and Passion Pit's Sleepyhead is on, and it was just like the wildest, like, construction of sounds, and I was like, holy shit, this is crazy. Like, this is music I've never heard before. Like, it's so different than what I'm used to. And so that was like such a trip for me, and so I really love that song for that. The second one is one time I was at this party, and I think I was like home from college for like winter break or some shit, at one of my friends' house. They had like a big party, and my brother came to pick me up, and he was like super high and shit when because he was like coming from like a friend's house, and I was like, hey, can you like pick me up? I'm over here. So he picks me up, and he's like rolling down the street to Sublime, and it was Waiting for My Ruka, and it was such like an instrumental like contrast between like super subtle soft and then like super like loud hard and like big ass drums, and I was like, holy shit, this song is crazy. So yeah.
Yeah. Those are both
Solid.
really good. I like
Yeah.
those. Good description, what you're doing too. I like it.
Feel like I'd give the context.
Yeah.
Michael?
I got quite a few, but I'll
Two.
say this.
Keep it at two.
I'll keep it. I'll keep it at two.
Two's the
I'll
number.
keep it at two. I'll keep it at two specific songs, but I'll say any moment in a metal song where it's just like super hard breakdown, and then music stops, and then you just hear a ting of like the cymbal. Fucking, I instantly want to jizz my pants every time. I don't know what it is about it. It's just so fucking like I'm just like ting. Oh yeah, so good. So anytime that happens, it's fucking awesome. But The Devil Wears Prada, not the movie, the band, has a song called "Dogs."
Which came
Can Go-
first, by the way?
I think
Chicken
it
or
was
the egg?
the band, but I don't know for sure. They had a song called, or they still do, "Dogs Can Grow Beards All Over," and one one of the dopest fucking breakdowns in a song I've ever heard in my life. It was also the first time I ever heard like synth piano in a breakdown for a metal track, and I thought, holy shit, like, yeah,
Game
just beautiful.
changer.
They do a like a bass like a slide up, so it'll go like it's fucking
Oh.
cool as fuck in the middle of the breakdown. It's so good. I also I flipped a car while listening to that specific song.
Shit.
So there's a little bit of that there too. And then there's a track called King Park by La Dispute. And the first time I heard that, I literally shut myself in my room and cried. So
Yeah.
that one brings out a lot of emotion, and I still like I have it on like playlists and shit, but I don't listen to it often because it just takes me to a really rough time, not only in my life, but the story that they tell in it is
Yeah.
pretty crazy. So yeah.
Music
those are my
really
two.
transcends.
Truly does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh
Man,
wow.
fuck music.
And all the people who make it. No, I'm kidding.
There was a kid in my class who once told me that I don't really listen to music because I was like, "Oh, what do you like listen to?" I don't really listen to music, and I was like, I couldn't even believe it. I was like, "What? How what do you mean? Like, what? You just sit in silence, like in the car? Like you just don't sit in your
That's
room? And, like
scary.
you don't? I know. I was like, what?
That's
It was
psychopathic behavior.
Shocking. He was like very nerdy scientist type.
I can't trust people who say that. Like, oh, I don't really
It-
like music. Wait, what?
It was weird.
But I feel like even
What do you do then,
huh?
man?
math people can enjoy music because music can be mathematical.
It is. It's another language.
Yeah, it absolutely. I mean, it's the universal language, right? Like,
Yes.
I-
It is.
I don't like. There are some Latino and Latina like musicians, artists, producers specifically that I listen to, and a lot of times they make like remixes to, you know, their culture and everything. And I don't know what they're saying, but I love what they're saying. Or I love the music behind it. You know what I mean?
Do you listen to music that's not in English?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is Nicola Cruz, for instance, is one that I really, really enjoy. El Bujo as well is another one that I really, really enjoy. Yeah, and they don't. Yeah, I don't even think they speak English. So
Nice.
yeah, I mean, no, but it's cool. I mean, I dig what they're doing, like their vibe, their production style. I can get into it. So, yeah.
Do the rest of you listen to music that's not in English?
Not normally, but there was this day a couple weeks ago where out of nowhere my Spotify, like literally out of nowhere, I was already listening to it before, and then just out of nowhere it starts playing like Indian pop music across the room. Like,
Oh, awesome.
not like good pop. It was like our shitty pop. It was like Indian shitty pop. And yeah, it just came out of nowhere. So that's what I listen to now. I couldn't change it back. So it's all I listen to now.
Love it. I love that journey for you.
So good.
What about you, Cassandra?
I mean, every once in a while, definitely, but probably not regularly because I usually like to sing along because I usually listen in the car mostly. So I just belt it.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah. But I really enjoy, like, listening to all kinds of different types of music, especially, like, globally. Because there's such different, like, but at the same time, like you were saying, it's still a language, and like it's this global language that everyone can kind of understand. Like basic music theory, it's like, major minor notes, right? Like you have notes that feel and sound more sad or low versus these high or happier notes, just like having these tones. It's like our
Mhm.
bodies can like sense those tones, it's like what do you call that?
It's sound,
Vibration. Yeah,
Yeah,
sound, and
yeah,
like
I think vibration works.
yeah. It's the same.
Yeah.
It's almost the same.
I mean, I was gonna say like I listen to. I mean, I don't on like a regular basis, but like if you know who the Desert Dwellers are, it's a EDM group, but it's like a lot. They do a lot of like Middle Eastern like and like yoga almost like meditational type of things, like music, and it's really really good. And it hits different than something like what you were saying, where it's just like either minor or major. Like I don't know, it's something about like Middle Eastern music specifically, where like you hit like certain notes and like I don't know, puts you in a different place entirely than just your usual major minor scales. I don't know how to describe it.
yeah,
Yeah, I
I
feel you.
definitely agree. I
I
think
think that
there's a
sound
bit
has its own
of
like scale, but I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, I know it does too. That's yeah, it's kind of what I was alluding to. I just can't remember what it's called either.
I listen to stuff that's not in English regularly. It's not world music. It's still music of my genre. It's just a band that isn't American or speaks English. Um, like like Chai, they're fucking amazing. They're Japanese. They sing half in English, half in Japanese. I also like French pop music.
Do they do anime songs?
No, they do not.
Because those are a lot of times those are in like half Japanese, half English. So
They're actually like really, really badass. Like I don't know how else to describe them. Chai is fucking amazing. Please listen to them.
all right, check them out.
Yeah, please do. And I've been getting into this band. I don't even know how to pronounce it because I'm terrible at African names. But it it's spelled IBIBIBIO or something like that. Ibidibido.
Abibidoo?
Yeah,
I don't
something
know.
like that. Something that Sound Machine, and their last record was produced by one of the guys who is in Hot Chip. So it's very funky and weird and just awesome. She sings half in that language and half in English, and it's really fucking good. So I've just been listening to like good music, and sometimes it's not always in English.
That's all right. I mean, like I said, it's like a universal language. Like, you don't have to know what they're saying to like feel the music.
Exactly,
The only thing is like you do have like those bands who like a lot of pop punk bands, for instance, where their lyrics are pretty fucking sad, but the music itself sounds happy.
yeah. I mean, yeah, it can definitely be confusing in
Yeah.
that way too. I was just looking to see like.
Well, I
how
was gonna
much do I
say I listen to this French metal band sometimes called Alcest. They're pretty fucking cool. You should
Ooh.
check them out.
Incest.
cool.
If you think about their roots, it's closer to a shoegaze metal. It's very very cool. what they do.
Oh, I do love that shoegaze. Or maybe I'm just
While
a
we're
really
on the
big fan of
topic
Chai.
of music, I got this
What'd you
in the mail
cop?
this week.
You
What'd
got what?
cop? Oh, you got a Metric
Hey.
album. Nice. dude.
Hey.
Hell yeah. Is that your favorite
their
album
new
by
one.
them?
No, it's their newest one.
Oh, okay, I see.
The one I'm seeing in concert. But
Hell yeah.
I got their signature.
Hey, oh, that's cool.
Wait, how did you do that?
It's gotta be
Special
special
edition
order, right?
pre-order. Yeah. I pre-ordered this back in like June.
That's cool.
Nice. That's sweet.
It's pretty
I'm really
dope.
proud of you.
I wish it was a cooler color vinyl, but it's so cool.
I haven't bought the last vinyl I bought was Led Zeppelin 4.
What, back in
a good one.
76? Like what?
Yeah.
Thank
No,
you.
I finally found one that I didn't have to pay like $50 for, or have to wait like 3 months. Like I found it at an antique shop. We went to an antique shop randomly one day, and it was in there for like $20.
I
Dude,
thought you
that's
got that as a
awesome.
gift.
Nope.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we bought that at the antique shop. That was the only thing we bought.
The last
that
record
memory?
I bought was Gary Newman, Pleasure Principles. Here in my car, I feel safe and civil with a really dumb girl. Now he's taking his friend Stewie to get
ice
some
cream
ice cream in his
in his
car.
car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that album has some real fucking bangers on it, so I was like, I gotta have this. And it was $10. Whoa! I
love
hugged.
that.
I believe I think I hugged the owner. I was like, "Can I have a hug? This is amazing."
They're like, get
It
the
was
fuck
great.
out of my face.
Yeah, pretty much. He was like,
Give her a hug. Just give her a hug.
Take Newman. Take him."
I'll sell them to you for $5. I don't give a fuck. Get out of my store.
Just go.
Yeah.
Go on, get.
But I haven't had money to buy any more. Sorry, excuse me.
I don't know
Very
what's
musical
going on.
episode today. I'm very much enjoying this.
Yeah.
Music
Yeah.
is the soul of life.
It really is. I think I think
Coughing
it's
is
just
the
because
soul
it's
of
so
death.
emotional, you know? Yeah.
Yeah,
I got the black lung pop.
Like I said, I mean, music is like the universal language. I mean, we can all relate to it. We can all feel it,
Definitely.
That's why I love EDM personally. I mean, I know that, it has its subgenres that I don't enjoy so much, but as a whole, like EDM is just a fucking feeling. It's a vibe, and all you're trying to do is fucking vibe with the crowd, like at least from my perspective. And yeah, that's why I enjoy it so much. You don't have to fucking know the lyrics. You know what I mean? There aren't many or any in a lot of cases. So
And Michael really enjoys drugs, everyone.
that's also true. That's also true.
Mhm.
Maybe since I won't be drinking alcohol, I'll take that acid that I've had in the freezer for like a year.
It's
Dude, I have some
hot.
acid too. It's hard to find time. I have no clue how strong it is.
I know, man. I actually do have time this
You fucking
week.
adults, boo!
I actually do have time
Can't have
this weekend.
time. I don't have time for my acid trip. Let me
But
try and
real.
pencil it into my schedule.
Well, I have the
I'll have the
23rd of
weekend,
October
though.
off.
Maybe I'll dip a little bit.
There you go.
It's such a commitment, though. That's a whole day
It is. A whole
that
day.
you're out of your mind.
A whole hour.
And possibly the day after.
Are they playing at the
Most
Metro?
likely.
Where's Metric playing? You said the Chicago Theater, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
I got it.
Dope.
I know what's up.
That'll be
Oh,
sick.
that's nice.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
saw John Mulaney at Chicago Theater. It was
Mhm.
cool.
I
Oh,
saw
wow.
Back in his heyday.
Heyday.
Aziz.
Heyday.
Before all the controversy.
What controversy?
Yeah.
Well,
Ooh,
he apparently cheated on his wife. I don't know.
Oh,
He's got a little
that's right.
baby
He's
now?
he's with
Alyssa
Is he still with-
Milano.
with Munster.
with who?
who?
Munster?
I-
The
She-
Munsters?
She was in the Munsters?
Yeah. Olivia Munster.
Who's Olivia Munster?
Oh,
Olivia
Munn.
Munn.
I got you. Olivia. Yeah, I got you.
Oh,
I got
Olivia Munn.
Munster cheese?
He's with Olivia Munn. Good for him.
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
They
Yeah,
got a little
good,
baby.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I've had a crush on her since
Holy
Attack of the
shit.
Show.
Holy shit. Holy fuck, good for him. He must be really funny. Anyway.
He
Is he
must have
though?
a pretty big penis, am I right?
He is Catholic. No. But he is.
I bet it's
Nah,
tiny.
he a little Lego
Every
kid.
Catholic guy right now, like, that's right, we all have big dicks.
Yeah, they all drive trucks with balls on them.
Right. Uh-huh. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Jesus. Jadis.
We're God loving, America loving, goddamn Christians, all right? It's like, whoa, dude. Calm down. You
I had
ever
this
hear
guy
about too
call
much
me
love?
today, and he was like, I'm just returning your call. And I was like, did someone here call you? Did you check a voicemail? Did you get a voicemail? Oh, I don't know. I just redialed. Okay. Well, I'll do some
Was that
research
you?
into that
I think
for
that
you,
was me,
sir,
actually.
and then we'll get
I
and then
prank
we'll get
called
back
you,
to you.
Jess.
Michael pranked
Yeah.
you.
I prank called you. That's all that
Okay.
was.
And I was like, okay, I'll do research and I'll find out for
Was
you.
was
sir.
his name Larry,
Bye.
or was it Clint?
It was Johnny Adkins.
That wasn't me.
Johnny be
then.
good.
My two
So I
characters
like
are
tried
Larry
to
and
look him
Kent.
up, and I couldn't
Clint.
find him. And I was like, you know what, fuck this guy.
Which is
Like,
it?
if you're gonna
Clint.
talk to someone
Sometimes
like
it's
this over
Kent.
the phone, nah.
Clint? Like Clint with an N?
Yeah. Clint. It's Clint.
Clint.
Yes.
All right.
Hey, don't talk shit about Clint Black now. You know
Clint
what?
Black,
you
the-
don't know about no Clint Black?
The country artist.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't talk shit about no Clint Black, all right?
You take my wife's name out of your fucking mouth.
You sound like fucking Ruth from Ozark.
Oh, there you go.
And she did
But you
that.
also kind of sound like Will Smith at the Oscars.
I mean that was the idea. It was like a Will Ruth.
Yeah.
Will Ruth.
But yeah, that was a lot of fun to deal with today. I was like, I
Wilf,
fucking
if you
hate
will.
this.
People suck, dude. I had a horrible encounter with a customer. Ugh.
Was it over the phone?
It was over the phone. Yes. It was bad. So, dude calls Monday and then sends an email like directly after this phone call. Well, he calls, he leaves a voicemail and then sends an email. I'm like, who is this guy? How did he get my contact info? This is strange. And he's like, hey, I have this like report I need you to look over and see if you can do anything about it. And I'm like, what? Okay. And like, I'm still somewhat new. Like, I'm not even a year in yet to like my new job. So I'm still kind of learning how to handle things. Also, to say, a lot of things are changing right now in our company. And so I'm trying to like navigate all of those changes as well as trying to learn the new changes and everything. So it's just kind of chaotic right now. So I forward this email to my manager. I'm like, hey, what do you think about this? Like, I don't really know. So help, basically. Meanwhile, the same guy who initially emails me a second time, calls me a second time, leaves a voicemail, because I rarely answer my phone. I'm like, leave a voicemail, I'll call you back. And I'm just like, oh my god, dude, like it's been like 2 hours, like chill. So then it's Tuesday, and Tuesday morning I get a voicemail from like the main office phone, and like this guy's like calling me out. He's like, your company's better than this. I don't like being ghosted. And I'm like, dude, holy shit. It hasn't even been 24 hours. Are you kidding me? So I finally call him and I'm like, hey, I've gotten your messages. Like, I am I have sent this to, this division. They are reviewing this report that you sent. And he's
Chill
just like,
the
well, what
fuck
can
out.
you do?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, well, what can you do for me? And I'm like, well, I can have our guy come out and see what's going on and check it out. He's free Friday. And he's like, oh no, that won't work for me. I'll be out of town. I'm like, okay, well, we can jump into next week if that's better. No, that's not going to work for me. I'm like, okay, well, I'm sorry, but that Friday is the earliest availability. I don't know what to tell you. And he's like, okay, well, I guess that's fine. Well, what about this information? Like, what about this warranty information? I'm like, okay, yeah, you can contact this company that does the warranty and they can give you that information. Well, you know what? He goes, well, you know what? Since your company has such a good relationship with them, why don't you go ahead and do that for me and send me the info? And I was like, oof. And this guy's like a realtor. So I was like so fucking annoyed because he's like a customer, but the house in question was like not his house. It was like his neighbors that he's trying to sell. And I'm just like, dude, what the fuck? He's like, well, we're trying to close on Tuesday. He's like, well, we're trying to close, this sale on Wednesday. So, Friday's just going to be too late. And I'm like, okay, well, we don't have any availability. So I don't know what to tell you.
Bye.
That's too quick. He's like, well, can you get that to me by end of day today? I'm like, I don't know. That's kind of quick. He's like, well, yeah, these things kind of happen quickly. I'm like, well, we're not on your fucking schedule, dude. Like, what the fuck? I was so fucking livid. I was so pissed. I hung up the phone and started because I was shaking on the phone in anger because I was so close to just telling this guy to fuck off. But I'm like, I'm at work. I got to be somewhat professional. So I just kind of wrote him off a bit and was like, yep, will do, buddy. All right. Yep. You have a nice day. And hung up.
Pretty much.
So yeah, so I didn't fucking get him shit by the end of the day. I'm like, fuck you, dude. Fuck off. So anyway, people suck, man. It sucks sometimes to deal with that. Because some people just are I can deal with angry people when they're they have legitimate reason to be angry. I've had so many scenarios where I'm like, I get it. I would be just as angry as you are. It just sucks that I'm the person you have to deal with because I literally have no control or power over the situation. But when it's people like this guy who are just entitled asshole egomaniacs who just think the world
Assholes.
They just think the world revolves around them. Bitch, I'm not on your fucking schedule. I don't work for you. Fuck right off. Who do you think you are? Also, I forgot to mention, so I call him back on his cell phone, and this woman answers, and she goes, hello, Ryan's phone. And I'm like, I literally go like this to the phone and make a face at it. I was like, yeah, hi.
God.
Yeah, hi, I'm looking for Ryan. He left me some messages about this situation, this report. And she's like, oh, yep, here he is. And he gets on the phone. Yeah, hi, is this Ryan? I'm like, okay, you're such a fucking tool, dude. So then he says all this shit to me, why don't you go ahead and do it, honey, basic. He didn't say that, but he might as well have. And I was just like, all right, bitch. And and then he's like, oh, well, Friday, you know what? I think my wife will be there. I'll go ahead and give you her number so you can contact her. And I'm like, okay, I'm ready when you are. And then he's like, oh no, she won't be. I can hear him talking to his secretary who just answered his fucking cell phone. His wife is his fucking secretary being like, hi, Ryan's phone. What the fuck? Who is fucking, that's so weird, dude. What a fucking loser.
Gross.
I was
Yeah.
I was just so fuck this guy, dude. Fuck this guy. What a fucking tool. I don't like you. Yeah.
Wow.
So
dude.
yeah, people are fun.
Work sucks. I know.
Exactly.
I love that segment that we have.
I have
Such
a
great
lot of
segment.
them, but I also bitch
Yeah.
a lot. And I don't have that much to bitch about, to be quite honest.
I get it.
But it's tough.
It's
dealing
fun.
with fucking entitled people.
Yeah.
And there's a lot in this region. Let me tell you.
A lot of whites.
Not only that, but a lot of rich fucks, dude.
Yeah.
You have to fucking make something decent
The
to be able
average
to
income
afford.
in Denver specifically, I think, is around $150,000.
Yeah, and these people act like they're fucking just
Trust-
gold on a pedestal.
Trust us, we're not making that.
No, that's.
Oh, you're making more?
God.
Yeah, I'm making way
But
more. Way
We're
more.
not making that.
Could you imagine? Oh my
We're
god.
millionaires, don't you know? God,
Look
I
at our
wish.
fucking studio. Isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
We're 3 hours from the city.
That's silly.
Yeah.
So silly.
Any Hoosiers.
Anyway.
Y'all get coops in the mail for like Burger King and shit? Like coupons?
Nah, man, they've been
no.
holding out. They haven't been sending me shit.
And I have them on
It's like I'm
speed
so glad you
dial.
brought this up. I've been meaning to talk about this. It's a serious issue.
Let me explain.
I wait by the mail every day.
my Burger King
But no.
situation is
Here's the kicker.
on thin ice. You know.
We get 2 mail.
They send me a Sports Illustrated subscription that I never signed up for. Not
Hey,
once.
you get the
Well, that's
swimsuit
free.
edition, am I right?
No,
Yeah,
it's
that's
not.
weird.
It's just the regular edition.
Boo.
Is
no
your name
boobs.
on
Trash.
My name is
Or
on it.
current resident.
No, it's my name.
That's what I was wondering. Like, okay.
We get so much junk mail. It's ridiculous.
Your dad has just done it for the swimsuit edition and just always takes it before you get to it.
Well, it's been
that's nice.
different magazines throughout the time. Like, it used to be like some Rush Technology magazine that I got, and then it turned into like Sports Illustrated Kids, and now it's regular Sports Illustrated.
That's weird.
Yeah, I've never,
25-year-old man getting Sports Illustrated for kids, you know?
Eek.
I never signed up for any of
For
these.
kids.
I don't
For
know.
the
But you
kids.
keep them. They're under
I
your
never,
mattress
I never,
right now.
I haven't read any of them. I haven't read not a single one.
Well, no, nobody
Nada.
reads magazines.
I haven't
we all
even
know
looked
what
through
we're
'em.
doing with
What
them.
year is this?
We're cutting and
Magazines?
pasting on our vision boards.
Magazines should not be a thing anymore.
I
Like,
don't-
straight up. Like,
I think
How are we
some
gonna make our
are.
vision boards then?
you
Or
can
how
still
am I
get
supposed to kidnap
images
this
off the
kid?
internet.
How am I supposed to look at porn?
I don't know.
Oh, that's right. They were
Sorry,
on
on
the
there.
internet.
Mhm.
These days.
The interwebs?
Just send me your weekly ads
That
as
is
an
for
email
nerds.
and call it good. I don't need a magazine.
It's true. I don't need a magazine.
I
Well,
used to fucking love Spin Magazine. That was like my Bible when I was in high school.
the
Game
Bible
Informer.
was my Bible in high school.
It really was. Because Rolling Stone was too, mainstream. But Spin Magazine was where it was at. So.
I got alternative press, if y'all remember.
Yeah,
I
that was
liked-
a little too hard.
Yeah.
I got
hard for
AP
me.
Press. I had all
I
my
got-
favorite
Actually-
bands.
Actually,
Yeah,
I think
dude.
it's just AP because P means
Yeah,
Press.
the P stands for press. I was gonna let it slide, but I'm glad you did. Jess.
I'm not gonna.
Westward.
Westward's cool. It's not really what we're talking about.
What's Westward?
Westward is like a local, like, is it a magazine?
That's not what I'm thinking of.
What are you thinking of?
I don't know.
High
was a-
Times?
There was a free one in Chicago.
The Onion?
That wasn't
The
free.
Chicago
was-
Reader?
Was that free?
I think it was.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
We're talking
I used to
specifically
do-
like music ones, though, right? Wasn't Spin
Yeah.
like a music one?
Spin,
Oh.
yeah, Spin was alternative music,
Tiger
and
Beat?
it was my Bible. I loved it.
I wasn't cool like you guys when I was a kid. I was a little dumpling.
We were all
I didn't
little
know about the
dumplings.
mags, man.
Well,
I
it
was
just
still
showed
on
up one
newspaper
day.
Life.
I was.
That's nice. That's nice. I didn't have that.
I
And
like
then I became
alternative
obsessed.
It's
press
the
a
mail
lot
from me.
because they interviewed a lot of like the bands that I listened to at the time. So yeah, I would read those like articles and shit. It was always interesting.
Oddly enough, the very first Spin magazine I got, the cover was My Morning Jacket, and I didn't even listen to them then.
Wow, that's
I know.
Is that how you found out about him?
No. No.
You went all those years just staring at him like, who's that?
Exactly.
And then you're like,
Exactly.
oh my god, it's them.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's a
whole
fun
time.
topic.
I'm an idiot.
How did you discover your favorite band?
Oh, favorites are hard, man. I can't.
I discovered my favorite band on American Dad.
Wait, who? Who's your favorite? You should say who it is.
Well, I've got a couple of favorite bands, but My Morning Jacket is a big one.
Okay.
The other one was The Who, and that was from my father.
Okay.
And The Strokes, that one came from me.
It's all me,
That one's
baby.
all me.
It's all me, baby.
Mhm.
You can't take credit for that. You can't take credit for that. That was all me.
All me. I heard
That
it.
perfectly distorted voice. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's my favorite band. It's no one else's favorite band. It's all
No, it's not
me.
that. It was
Nobody
just
else
like,
likes the Strokes like I like
found
the
it.
Strokes.
No, like I found them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I
It
know
wasn't
what you
like I had an influence like my dad likes The Who, so now, I like The Who or My Morning Jacket. I saw them do the episode on Family Guy and I was like, "Oh my god." Like
What
remember
song
how we
was
were talking
played?
it was Touch Me Part 2, and that's the one that I was like, "Oh my god." Like when you jizz when we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, like what we were talking
That
about.
was
earlier? Nice.
Yeah. So
Like on
after that I just
chocolate cake.
I just jizzed everywhere.
Is that the episode where the what's the main guy's name again?
Stan?
That's what I was gonna say, but I thought I was wrong. Stan like smokes weed and like becomes like a hippie.
No, he didn't want Haley to go see the My Morning Jacket, so he followed her there and he got in and he found her, and then one of his ear plugs came loose and he heard My Morning Jacket and he was like, "What is this sweet
I thought
music?"
that was the same. I thought he ended up like in that episode like almost like turning into a hippie and like smoking weed and shit.
No.
That is the episode I'm thinking of though. All right.
Yeah, and then he just like becomes so obsessed with My Morning Jacket, and like I get it, like I get that dive into obsession just because they're the perfect band. So yeah, that was it. But the Strokes, though, I found them out by myself, and I love them so much, and that's what also kind of why they're so important to me. So I got a
What do you
tattoo of
guys got?
them.
You guys got anything?
Cassandra.
Favorites are hard.
Just one of your favorite. It doesn't have to be your favorite. Like you're right. Favorites is really hard.
I would say maybe like Revolution, The Shins, Bright Eyes. But also like it changes all the time. I do love Blink 182, but I'm also not like listening to them nonstop. I don't know. It's also
No,
like
it
specific
was-
songs for me.
The question was like, how did you find them, or like how did it get to you?
Oh shit. Okay. Well, I'll have to. You'll have to come back to me because I had to figure out part one of the question. So
All right. I would say my favorite band when I really like go back and like think about who I listen to the most and who I listen to the most even now is probably A Day to Remember. And I had a lot of friends, not a lot, I guess, because I didn't
course
have a
not,
lot
nerd.
of friends.
Definitely not a lot.
Yeah, definitely not a lot of friends. But I had a few friends, and of the few friends, they would always suggest to me because I liked Blink 182, and I also liked hardcore type of like Atreyu type of music as well. If y'all know early Atreyu, very metal, very very good. But they were like, you should check these guys out. Like they like basically are pop punk with metal, like breakdowns and shit. And I was like, all right. So yeah, it was just like high school, and people just kept telling me that I should check them out, and then I did. And yeah, I mean, The first track I probably heard from them is Fast Forward to 2012, which is funny to think about now, because it's 2022 and that's 10 years ago, and that was in the future. It was like 2007 or 8, I think, when I heard this track, and I was just like, whoa, because they spoke real lyrics that like actually mean shit. It wasn't just whiny fucking like Hawthorne Heights type of music. It was like real, and like it felt real, and they, yeah. So I don't know, like I would just say probably just from my friends suggesting, and yeah, just me finally going, all right, let me check them out. Yeah.
For
Eric?
me, I found my favorite band, Metric. I found them through iTunes, original iTunes. They came out with like
Oh.
a summer compilation mix of bands you should be listening to, and Metric's Monster Hospital was on it. And yeah, I looked them up from that song. Found the album, Live It Out. Bomb ass album. Been obsessed ever since. Ever since.
Yeah. I mean, that Fast Forward to 2012 is actually the first album on A Day to Remember's For Those Who Have Heart. So that's like I just remember like downloading that album and just listening to it all the way through and just being like, holy shit, like, because that was the first time that I had heard like that style of music and like actually have lyrics where you're like for me at least, I was like, holy shit, like they're saying like actual real things that matter. It's not just about fucking, you know, some girl that you didn't get with or whatever the fuck emo
Or, you know, like
track
going
was
to the
playing.
Holiday Inn.
Well, you
Me
know,
and my people and all other friends.
Look. Chingy and Snoop Dogg have
Who
their
you
place,
wait?
all right? Don't fuck around with some Chingy and Snoop Dogg, all right? But
Second time
yeah.
Chingy's been brought up.
Hey, look, what you know what the hook gonna be? You know what I mean?
Anyway,
That's
very.
I thought Chingy was
That's
featured
Murphy.
on that song. It is Murphy Lee though.
He
Isn't
could be
Chingy
featured.
featured on that song?
I don't know.
It's
I thought
still
Murphy Lee only fucks with the Saint Lunatics.
The funny thing is, he's saying, "I don't need no hook on this beat," while like reciting a hook.
Idiot.
Like that is the hook.
But he don't need no.
I don't need it, but here it is, homie.
I don't need it, but you need it.
That's right. The producer said I need a hook. I don't need a hook on this beat.
And that will be the hook. Use that.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah. Final thoughts, everybody.
I think it's that time.
Let's do it.
All right.
Final thoughts, Eric.
The early bird always gets the worm, but the night owl uses the moon's rays to form creativity.
Okay. I mean, it was. Wait, hold on. So.
Oh my god.
Okay, so like the owl uses the moon rays for creativity?
Get yourself to a slam poetry open mic. We'll knock him out of the park.
That is such a perfect bite too. I love that.
it. Yeah, so much.
Okay,
it's
that's
Barkley.
solid.
No, that was a joke. Final thoughts. I
Laugh.
finally signed up for stand-up classes. They began October 2nd.
Yay!
Dope.
Oh, that's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a little nervous to be taking classes again. Classes? Like, do I need to bring a notebook and pen?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Take
gonna
notes,
definitely be
bitch.
doing some writing.
And you have
homie.
homework now. Welcome back, bitch.
I don't want
Bitch.
homework.
But you ain't got no equations to solve. You just got jokes to solve.
That almost seems harder.
It is so much harder.
Yeah, but
'Cause
you're
there's no-
older
there's
now.
more than one answer.
Is there a performance at the end of class?
I hope not, but
There's
probably.
going to be,
What do you mean you hope
and
not?
There's going to be.
and you're going to record it so we can see
Yes.
it and watch it.
Yes.
Yes, and
Please start with your rice joke.
If I have to,
That
if
is
I
your
have
opening.
to, I will
I'll fly
find a
out.
way to get in touch with Rico and have him do it.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
We
Call
will
Uncle
infiltrate.
Rico.
It's only an 8-week class, and I don't know if 8 weeks is enough to make this guy funny.
Is it in someone's apartment?
Let's find out.
No,
Yeah, you
it's
should
like,
just like make it a little show about the experience. It's like, hey guys, my first class here, Stand Up 101. I'm here with the teacher, Lou Ray. say hi, Lou Ray. He's like, what the fuck? This isn't no.
How'd you
this
know
is
the
how this
teacher's
works."
name? That's crazy.
I researched.
She's an
That's fast.
improvisational performer. So great, stand-up classes.
Yeah,
When
that's
do they
exciting.
start?
I can't wait to
Yeah.
hear about it.
TBD.
Okay. And balls. And I like it.
Hell yeah. All right, final
All right.
thoughts, Jess.
Yeah, just
Final
it.
thoughts. Embrace fall. Go to your pumpkin patches.
Yeah.
Get your fucking teeth ruined by caramel apples.
Woo!
You know, carve some pumpkins and sit in that pumpkin smell. Like, just put it in your asshole and just take it. Like, yeah.
Yes.
It's time, you guys. Finally. Like,
Open those
yes.
holes.
Open all the holes. Fill it with pumpkin.
that's
Fill with
right.
pumpkin.
You know, I was talking to some people at work about fall
Pumpkin butts?
flavors.
Stop it.
Well, just like fall flavors, like pumpkin, sweet potato,
Ass.
And apple, cinnamon.
apple, and most people who
Maple.
like pumpkin don't like sweet potato, and most people who like sweet potato don't like pumpkin. But I
That
like
is
both.
so funny.
I'll say
I
this.
think- I think they're
love
both
pumpkin,
delicious.
I love pumpkin pie, but that's about all I can eat that is pumpkin. And I don't like sweet potatoes, like if they're like fried or whatever, but I do like a baked sweet potato.
Jesus, you are the pickiest when it comes to
Yeah,
sweet
wait,
foods. He's like,
what?
I like peanuts, but I don't like peanuts in things. But like, if they're just by themselves, then I like peanuts. But like, I can't have them in like a cookie or bread. I'm like, Jesus, bitch, fucking what?
So you guys, it's fall. Like, fucking make it happen. Make
Look.
fall
Woo!
happen.
Look, my palate is superior to everybody else's.
Is that your final thought, sir?
It might be.
But Eric, that's interesting because I love pumpkin, but I'm not a big fan of sweet potato.
Oh,
I will
real?
eat sweet potato like anything
Mm.
because I do like sweet potato, but it's not my preference.
You just gotta
I
cook them.
Pumpkin,
You gotta know.
pumpkin.
Eric, I'm with
Yes.
you. I like both. They're both delicious
Yeah,
and
they're both
equally
good.
great.
Yeah.
Give me
Yeah,
a slice
agreed.
of sweet potato pie, or
Ew.
and
no.
or pumpkin pie.
Yes.
You know what? Give me two on the same plate. I'm gonna mix them together.
Yeah.
See, I don't.
Live
I
in
don't like sweet.
harmony.
I don't like sweet
I love
potato
it.
pie at all. I don't like that. I don't think.
I
it's
don't
good.
either.
It's so good. You probably haven't.
But
had
you
the
do
right
like
kind.
sweet potatoes.
But I like sweet potatoes baked. I like
I
baked
do
sweet
They
too.
have
I
to
like
be
'em baked.
baked.
for real.
Yeah.
They can't be in
yeah.
fry form. They
For
have
real.
to be in potato
They're
form.
I don't like a crispy sweet potato. I like a soft sweet potato.
But you like
Whoa.
a crispy fried potato.
Yeah.
A
Sweet
regular
potato
However
pie
you like
is
it,
baked.
crispy or
Consistency.
mush. Put it up your butt.
It's delicious.
Sweet potato fries
Oh,
are
yeah.
delicious too. I do like sweet potato
LUV.
fries.
I don't know why. The crispiness I prefer in a regular potato than a sweet potato. That's just me.
I like both.
I'm right.
Equally mush or crisp. A good combo's good. The point is, eat your orange shit, man. Carrots, throw those in there.
Eat
They
some
ain't mushy,
oranges,
but they
Carrots?
could be.
Mm,
Steam 'em up.
delicious.
I do like
Carrots and
Delish.
some honey,
I only like
Oh,
carrots if
yeah.
they're cooked.
cooked in honey.
I've never cooked in
Ooh,
honey, but I
honey
would try
carrots.
that for sure.
Well, I just bought carrots. Maybe
Try
I'll
it.
cook them in honey now.
That does sound good.
Um,
Like
Okay,
sour cream
final-
donuts.
Final thoughts, Michael.
Yeah.
Miguel?
I kind of mentioned it last episode, but I'm gonna mention it for real this time. The Wu-Tang Clan biopic or biopic. I don't know how to pronounce it.
That's really struck a chord, huh?
I'm serious. It's the best one of it. It's the best biopic I've ever seen.
Wow.
I've already seen all of it. I'm like,
I'm very excited for the next season. I binged it in like 3 days, and
the second season is the better of the seasons.
I agree.
think.
Well, the third season hasn't come out, so you can't say that yet.
Well, what's out?
Yeah, the second
Going off
season
what's
is
up.
very good. I do like the first season because you get to know the characters, which are the real people. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
but the second season's when they're the Wu-Tang Clan.
yeah, they're actually doing it. Yeah, I agree. But I think that was the point. Was like, hey, I want you to understand like where we came from and what we were going through before, and what led to this. And yeah, the RZA is very, very good at not only making beats and rhyming, but also fucking writing TV shows, and that's fucking cool. So I think that should be celebrated.
Celebrate.
Yeah. Cassandra, final thoughts.
Yeah, I just want to say happy fall, y'all. Definitely getting in on that apple cider action, apple cider donuts. Going to an orchard soon, pumpkin patch, the works. Gonna see all the leaves, drive through the mountains, see the aspens.
Yeah.
Going to any
Um,
haunts?
I'm gonna try. Really try. We'll
you
see.
should tell them about your haunts.
Well, shit. All right, I guess that's okay. I guess I'll bring it up in a final thought. Coming soon, haunted tour near you, but not near you, near me. And I am gonna be leading them, somewhat soon. So it's a lot of
Yay!
script to
Congrats.
learn. But it's gonna be interesting, and it's gonna be like downtown Denver, so it'll be really
Hell yeah.
cool and spooky, and who knows, it'll be a cool little side gig. So yeah, I'm just seeing how it's gonna play out and how much money I can make. But yeah, so
awesome.
spooky season, definitely trying to do some haunts, some spooks. Just encourage everyone else to do the same and take advantage of the season. It's one of my faves, and
Was that the
Yeah.
big news that you guys were going to tell us? What was the
We
big
already
news?
told you the big news.
big
We're not-
news is Sober October,
Sober-
baby.
I forgot.
September 22nd
Yuck.
to
Yeah.
October 21st.
Which wasn't
I'm
really
still
big
calling it
news.
sober
It's kind of disappointing news.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, well, that's classic.
Oh.
Well, how did you get
You
the
guys-
haunted tour gig?
One of my friends here is really into that stuff, and she somehow got connected with some guy who used to run it here, but he moved away, and so now she's trying to like kind of start it up again, and asked a few of us to kind of help with it, and it seems like it's gonna be more legit than I thought. So yeah, it kind of just came, like, I wasn't expecting it to be like a part-time thing. I thought it would be like here and there. But it is going to be like a year-round thing, and I don't even think we'll be able to start by Halloween. Like, we're just not ready yet. So
Oh, okay.
but yeah, it's interesting, in the works still. Got kind of a spooky themed indie group. Just plugging my own shit here real quick.
Plug away.
So got that coming up. We have our first show the 27th, so it'll be kind of like a Halloween show. Got a sketch show on the 13th. Not Friday the 13th, but almost. It is a Thursday. So if you're in Denver, roll through. Come see that shit. And that's it. That's all I got.
All right, we'll hit them with it.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, share with your friends, with your enemies, with your ghosts, your spirits in your house. Let them hear
tell
it.
them
They
about
want to
us.
know. And don't forget that we're always here. We want to hear your thoughts and opinions. You can send us an email at thesundazedpodcast@gmail.com. The Sundazed Podcast on all socials. Hit us up, y'all. We want to hear from you.
And don't forget, y'all.
Woo!
Those are tiny dicks.
We'll see y'all next week.
Peace.